All right, hello and welcome to a session of Fit Essentials. My name is Shauna. I'll be guiding you through this session. Option if you'd like in our warm-up to use the band. We're going to be doing some banded walks with squats. You can also do the monster walks without any bands and get good benefits. And then we'll be coming down to the floor for some glute bridges, option of some tabletop bridges, which is going to be more challenging on the upper body, but you can utilize the band for that as well. Later on in the hour, you'll have an option of a bent over row or a seated row with the long band. So if you want to have that available, that's also something to consider. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and come on up to our feet. We'll do a couple stretches and then we'll get rolling. All right, happy Monday, everybody. Go ahead and stand up nice and tall. Set your feet so all your toes are pointing straight ahead. Take a soft bend into the knees, draw your abdomen in, and now we're gonna breathe in, circle your arms around, bring those forearms and palms together, and then gently exhale. Roll your pelvis underneath you, bow down towards your chest, pull your chin in, and then inhale, lift and open. Breathe in. If you can, try to breathe in through the nose, engage the glutes, turn your head up towards the sun. And then exhale, wrap it all down. We're gonna take it between 3 and 5 of these cycles, warming up the spine, really sending some nice airflow through the body. Try to take some nice deep cleansing breaths. Inhale, confidence. Exhale, any stress, worry, anxiety you might have with you today. A few more. And nice, smooth exhales. Try to exhale just a little bit deeper than you normally would. I'm gonna take you through one more cycle here. Nice big breath, broaden the chest, squeeze those shoulders back, and then nice long exhale. On your next inhale, go ahead and stand up nice and tall. Relax those arms down and walk the feet just a little bit wider. Root down to those legs, bring the arms nice and wide. We're gonna turn one palm up, one palm down, and now we're gonna get some motion through those shoulders. Slinking side to side, rotate one palm up, one palm down. Very nice. Watch that head doesn't push forward. Keep that chin pulled back and in. Very good. From here, relax those arms down. Next, we're gonna bring the arms behind the head, feet walk in just a little bit closer. Soft bend those knees, and we're gonna do a few good mornings here. So long spine, send the hips back, bowing forward. Engage the glutes and stand straight up. Again, soft bend the knees, long spine as you bow down, feeling those hamstrings as you bow forward. Squeeze the glutes, stand tall. Excellent, yep. Doing great. If you just stand sideways to the camera, I can see your back angle. Very good, Diane. Welcome, Jean. Over. And stand on up. Very nice. From there, we're just going to take into a little side step, arm swing. Continue to open up through the chest and shoulders. Exhale as you open up those arms, rotating the palms forward, squeezing the shoulders together as you open up. Very good. All right, fantastic. From here, we're going to work on some balance and a little quad stretch. So you're going to lift on up. Feel free to steady yourself on something. We're reaching for one foot, pulling that heel towards the glute, keeping that soft bend in your support leg. We're gonna hold here for 20 seconds. Standing nice and tall, hips level. Yep, reach that arm out however you'd like or hold it on the hip halfway through the stretch. Excellent. And go ahead and release that side in between legs. Make sure you take note of which leg you were stretching. Let's go wide base stance. We're going to open up the inner thighs next. So chest tall, drive the knees wide. Keep both feet firmly planted. Excellent. Inhale, back to center. Draw the shoulders back and down as you reach the arms out. Drive the knee wide. Keeping it right over top of the toes. Beautiful. One more time each way. Chest up, shoulders back and down. Gripping those feet down onto your mat. Excellent. Second time, second side. Maybe sinking just a little bit deeper, protecting the knee. Good. And back to center. Shimmy those feet back in. Quad stretch, opposite leg. So establish that balance. Pull everything up. And reaching for that foot. Here we go. 20 seconds here. Nice. Make sure you're not locked in the knee that you're supporting on. Halfway through. Keep drawing that heel towards your glutes. Try to squeeze the glute on the side that you're stretching. Just get it to fire just a little bit, clench, relax, and release that foot there. Very nice. Back to our side step arm swing. All right, we're gonna get ready for our banded walk with the squat. So before we jump into it, let's go ahead and warm up a couple of squats without the band. So set your feet about hip width apart. Nice tall chest. You're gonna reach those arms out, drive the knees out, sinking those hips down as far as you're confident. Full foot planted, good. Come all the way up. Let's go about 3 to 4 more. Sinking back, chest up, drive and stand. Awesome. We're gonna have 2 rounds coming up. We're gonna be working that banded walk with the squats for 1.5 minutes. Then we'll take it down to the floor, banded glute bridge, or I'll show you the tabletop bridge on sets 2 and 3 if you want to experiment with that. And then a little bit of low back stretches from there. So as you finish those squats, feel free to grab a quick drink of water, and then you want to grab your band here if you have it. Again, you can also do this without the band. We'll get started here in about 20 seconds or so. And like I said, we're going to have 2 rounds, working 1.5 minutes of the banded walks. When you bring that band around the legs, you're going to bring it up just above the knees. And it's going to be a monster walk. We're going to go laterally. So you're going to get ready to draw the belly in, come down into a little quarter squat, and then from here, stepping it out. 3 to 5 steps in each direction. When you get to the end of your lane there, we're going to go between 2 and 3 squats. So you choose. If squats are tough for you, stick with 2. If they feel pretty fluid today, feel free to go with 3. And then we take it back the other way. Abdomen draws in, chest nice and tall, and 2 to 3 squats. Excellent. Good, Diane. Chest up, knees push out against that band, or just push out in general. Awesome. Find your rhythm. Very good. We're over halfway through. Just over 30 seconds left. Just kind of keep that in mind. You want to try to finish evenly side to side if possible. I take it one more time, down and back. And then after I finish this length here, I'm going to get ready to head down to the floor. We have about 12 seconds left to finish the 90 seconds. There you go. Good depth, Jean. Fantastic. And 2, 1, and rest. Go ahead and make your way onto the floor. We're coming onto our backs. And we're going to change up the order on this first round. I'm going to go ahead and stretch first, and then we'll do the bridges second. As you lower yourself back and down, set those shoulder blades underneath your body so your chest is nice and broad. And we're going to begin with a double knee to chest. So it's okay if you have that band around your thighs, you can keep it there. We're going to hug the leg in and gently rock your body side to side. Or hound dog's back. Good. If that feels like it loosened up on that double knee to chest, then we can advance it to the 2-knee twist. Arms splay wide. Both legs come across the body as you turn and look over the other shoulder. When you're ready, sweep the legs across. Same thing, other side. We're going to do about 3 of these on each side, so 2 more each way, and then we're going to go into our bridges. Oh, puppy dog. Good. One more time, side to side. Watch. All right, we're going to start our glute bridges here in about 20 seconds. So even yourself out with that low back stretching. From there, you're going to set your feet so their feet are about hip width apart. If you have that band, you'll have that outward pressure pushing against throughout. And when you're ready, you're going to think about rolling the belly button and spine down into the ground. So roll your hips back. And then from there, you'll start to elevate the hips up towards the sky, pulling the chin in towards the chest. Just warm it up in the beginning. We have a full minute to practice here. And this is our first of 2 rounds. Relax the hips down. And then when you're ready, drive them back up. You want to go as high as you're capable without any kind of pinching, whether you have pinching in the low back or the front of the hips. Your body's starting to pinch anywhere. Lower it down just a little bit from there. You may have something limiting you a little bit. Welcome to ask me about it after class if you notice that. Good, we're over halfway here. As those hips begin to get a little bit higher, you can also give some attention to the upper spine, pulling your chin in towards your chest. Get a nice stretch in that upper neck area. Maybe one more. Drive those hips up, pull the chin in, squeeze the bottom, and go ahead and rest. All right, we'll take about 30 seconds of transition. So feel free if you want to pull those legs back into the chest, and then we'll make our way back up to our feet for round 2, back to our banded walks. And I had you go above the knees on the first round. If you want to make just a little variation of how the glutes fire, you can also move the band to just below the knees, and it just changes the activation slightly. All right, 5 seconds. So we start round 2, back to those lateral walks, 2 to 3 squats on each end. And here we go. Little defensive stance. So you're kind of in a little quarter squat throughout, and then 2 to 3 squats. Very good. And taking your way back. Watch the shoulders. Ensure that you're broad in the chest. Shoulders are drawn back and down. Good. And breathe. There you go. Great rhythm, Diane. Nice job, Sharon. First 30 seconds done. Woo. Starting to feel the bum fire. Awesome. Try to breathe through it, smile through it. We are halfway through. Excellent. Keeping that depth with the squats. I'm gonna go one more time, down and back. Woo. Good. Right, about 20 seconds, but I'm gonna finish this set and then make my way to the floor. So again, looking to try to finish where you started so you get even reps each direction. Fantastic. All right, just another 10 seconds. Finish up those squats, and then we'll come onto our backs once again. All right, Moose, you're gonna behave yourself. So sitting up nice and tall, gradually make your way back. Now you can stick with that glute bridge. I also wrote option of the tabletop. If you want to do the tabletop, you'd start your bridge from a seated position, rotate the hands behind you, either fingers away, or you can turn them in to see what feels better on your shoulders. Wide hand print, the tabletop looks like this, broadening through the shoulders, lifting up, controlling down. So if you want a bigger challenge, work that. Otherwise, stay on down on your back. And when you're ready, here we go. We're gonna have a minute to practice this. I'm gonna do the first 30 from the regular bridge, second 30 seconds from the table. Good. I see some of you are just getting started, so we'll go ahead and start our minute right now. If some of you already started, you just get a little extra credit, a little extra work on the booty. Glute activation is really key for the health of our body. The glute is one of the larger muscles in our body. And when it gets dormant, our low back takes a little bit more load. So we want our hips and our glutes to be active. When we sit all day long, we lose the ability to activate those glutes well. So glute bridges, they can be done in your bed, obviously on the ground. All right, we're just over halfway. If you want to switch in that tabletop position, you can come up to seated. I like the fingers in towards me, and then similar idea from there, but more of a challenge on that upper body. Drawing the shoulders back, still pushing those hips up and bringing it down. Good. Down, up, lift and squeeze. Good. Maybe 1 or 2 more reps. And 2, 1, and let's go ahead and take a rest. If you do have a band around your legs, let's go ahead and slide it off. We're all done with that band. And then we're going to make our way onto our back for a couple more stretches. All right, let's go windshield wipers for the hips first. So feet flat on the ground, knees bent. Walk the feet to the outside of your mat. Arms out to the side, and then you're going to drop your knees to one side, up to the center, and then gradually lower the knees to the other side. Just getting some rotation through the hip joint. Sometimes it won't feel like a whole lot, but just encouraging that movement here. Just get about 3 times or so on each side, and then we'll go into double knee to chest again next. Good. When you're ready, pull the legs up and in, hug your legs into your chest, and gently rock side to side. Very good. From here, continue to hug your right knee in towards your right shoulder and go ahead and extend out your left leg. So you're going to straighten the leg and think about actively pushing your left thigh into the floor as you hug that right knee to the right shoulder. From here, as you open up the inner thighs a bit, roll that right ankle around 5 to 8 times one way and then the other direction. Great time just to relax the eyes closed, feel your body move. Good. Switch directions of the ankle if you haven't. When you finish those ankle circles, go ahead and take that right knee and just gently pull it across the body, pulling your right knee towards your left shoulder. Look to open up that outer right hip a little bit. Take about 3 breaths here, and then we'll switch legs. Good, and switch. Right leg extends, actively pushing that right thigh down. Pull that left knee towards the left shoulder. And ankle circles, 5 to 8 each direction. Good, switching directions. Take that knee, pull it across the body, glute stretch on the left. 3 nice deep breaths here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. 1 or 2 more. Yeah, I need my watch, buddy. When you finish those breaths, go ahead and roll onto your side. We're going to stretch out those quads once again. We have squats coming up in the next circuit. So stack that elbow just underneath the shoulder, grab that top foot, and pull that heel back. So we're going to go quad stretch here. Come on to all fours for a little cat-cow, and then down dog as we make our way back up to our feet. When we come up to our feet, we're getting ready for the biggest piece of our workout today. It's going to be some dumbbell squats, bent over or a seated row. And we'll be doing some lateral work again, either a step over or a side shuffle. Go ahead and switch legs when you're ready. Then we're doing a little bit of hinging movements, either a good morning or a swing. If you have a kettlebell, you'd like to swing today, grab that other foot, pull that heel back. And we're finishing down on the ground with our plank drag through, or just hold that front plank. So we got a big circuit here on this next piece. Good, and 3, 2, 1, and go ahead and release that side. Excellent. From here to all fours, nice wide handprint, couple of cat-cow cycles. So you're going to draw the chin to the chest, draw the abdomen in as you exhale, and then inhale, gently arch. Pull the shoulders back, lift the head and neck. So 3 to 4 more times there. Chin draws in, push those shoulders. Inhale, draw the shoulders back, lift the head. Fantastic. Two more. When you finish, coming up and into down dog next. Very good. Wide handprint, turn those toes under, drive those hips high, and start by opening through the mid-back. We'll gently rock forward, rock back, thinking about pushing your heart towards your thighs. Draw that chin in towards the chest as well. And then let's give a nice stretch to the calves, lower the heels down. One side and then the other. Good. Stretch out the back of those legs, and then from there, walk the feet towards the hands, walk the hands towards the feet. Keep that soft bend in those knees, and just have a nice exaggerated forward bow here as you look to come up nice and slow. Slowly turning the spine under, coming all the way up to standing. Ah, beautiful. All right, we'll get my head back in the screen. Go ahead and grab a drink of water, and we're gonna get ready for our squats. We have 3 rounds of this next circuit, so I'll talk you through it as we move. We have upwards of a minute of squatting for 3 rounds. So depending upon how much squatting you've been doing recently, maybe it's best to just keep that to 30 seconds. I will look to give you that 30-second and that 45-second mark as well. All right, we're gonna get started here in about 10 seconds. If you aren't quite ready, just join when you are. Set those feet just outside the hips, or about hip width apart rather, slight toe out. And here we go, sinking down, chest tall. Either with weights or without weights. Again, it's our first of 3 rounds. Draw the belly in, drive the knees wide. Good. Sinking down with control. Fantastic. There's 30 seconds in. We have 30 seconds left. Keeping that range of motion. Good. Pushing your heels down, keeping your whole foot planted. There's 45 seconds of the minute. Fantastic. 1 or 2 more. And 2, 1, take a rest. Very good. Next, bent over or seated row. I'm gonna demo bent over, but if you sit down, you're gonna put the band around your foot, draw those elbows straight back. Otherwise, with the bent over row, soft bend in the knees, draw the abdomen in, long spine as you bow forward. 2, 1, here we go. Both arms together, elbows up and in, reaching forward. Good, squeeze those shoulder blades back, forward reach. Exhale as you pull that weights in for the band. Good, and anytime you need a break from this bent over position, just stand up for a moment. We're just over halfway. Reach and row, squeeze it back. Excellent. Trying to pause at the top. Go ahead, stay strong in that midline. 1 more rep here. Up and in, down, and rest. Woo! Great work. Come on back to your feet. We have our lateral work next. So either lateral steps with a clap, or we have our imaginary hurdle. We're gonna go up and over the hurdle, your choice. This is gonna be a little bit more demanding on the balance. Make sure you feel nice and stable through your knees. Good. Super, halfway through. That hurdle, you're coming up and over as you drive that knee up, lift the foot and toes. Excellent. Be 1 more time, over and back. And rest there, good job. Next, we're going back to that hinging pattern. Anybody that wants to go into those swings, you can. I'm gonna demo the good morning on this first round. So I'm gonna hold a weight up against my chest, cross the arms over, soft bend the knees, draw the abdomen in, and then when you're ready for the good morning, you bow forward and stand, swings. Very similar motion, but using those hips to generate momentum. Excellent, Jean. There you go, Sharon. Good mornings look great, Diane. Good, long spine, send those hips back. Just over halfway. Squeeze those glutes as you stand tall. Beautiful. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, coming down to the arms, option of dragging the weight underneath your body or hold a front plank. Ideally either on the hands or come on down to the forearms if you can. 2, 1, here we go. Feet a little bit wider if you need a little bit more help with stability through that midline. This is our last exercise of the series. We're gonna have a 30-second break coming up next. So pushing through that shoulder, drawing the abdomen in, keeping those hips and shoulders as level as you can as you either hold stationary or drag the weight. Ideally not drag, lift the weight and move it underneath your body. Good, 2, 1, and rest. Feel free to drop back into a little modified child's position. Take about 2 nice deep breaths into the back. And then from there, we'll come on up, take a drink of water, and get ready for round 2 of the squats. If you want unweighted on the first round, option to hold some weight if you feel ready on the second round. All right, a little bit longer than 30. 5 seconds till we start. Set those feet. If you're holding weights, keep those elbows up and forward. Here we go. Knees drive wide. Chest stays tall. Good. Showing control as you sink back. Nice. Good depth, Diane. Share, remember not to just sink and sit down on the bottom. Stay tight in the middle and up from there. That looks better. Great. There you go. Nice and smooth. That's 30 seconds. So feel free to take a pause there. Keep pushing those elbows up. If you're holding weights, you don't want those elbows to come close to the thighs. Good. 45 seconds done. Woo, couple more. Bent over or seated row is next. 2, 1, and rotate. Good. I'm going to continue to demo the bent over row. Always welcome to use the band and go to seated. Soft bend in the knees. Abdomen draws in. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. With those elbows nice and high, both arms together. Good. Reaching forward. Allow those shoulders to reach forward just a little bit. And trying to squeeze those shoulder blades back and together. Fantastic. Reach it out. Draw it in. It's like, oh, that back needs a break. Stand up for it. And then you can come right back in. 10 seconds. Exhale, nice and smooth as you draw those shoulders back. And 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Lateral step overs. Or side shuffle. Standing tall. And when you're ready, knees up, toes up. Oh, the option to kind of jump side to side. Next round, if you want, get a little lateral hop, or you can stick with the side step. Good job. Just make sure you're not shrugging those shoulders high, so keep drawing them back. Looks great. As the knee drives up, the foot drives up. 2, 1, and pause there. Good mornings. Swings. You could also do a deadlift here. I'll demonstrate the deadlift this time. I'm going to hold 2 weights, 1 in each hand. Have my toes pointing straight ahead. Draw the belly in. Soft bend those knees, and here we go. Either swings, good mornings, or a little deadlift here. Weights on each side. Good. Long spines. You send those hips back. Squeeze the shoulders back. Excellent. Good head position, crew. Chin in, looking down. Squeeze the glutes, looking up at the top. Not up, but straight ahead. Over and stand. And 3, 2, 1, and rotate. All right, down for the plank. Option to pull the weight underneath the body. Starting in 10. So making your way to your forearms. You can also do this elevated on a chair. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Hips up. Pushing through that forearm. Reaching under the body or just holding stationary. Really key here. Don't allow that low back to start to arch. If the hips drop down, that low back starts to get a little bit jammed together. So as you draw that belly in, it's going to help hold that spine in that neutral position. That's where we want to train that body to hold neutral. Good, almost done. 2, 1, all done there. Woo! 1 more round to go. Send those hips back. Feel free to take a breath or 2 in child's position and making your way back up. Great work. Grab a drink of water. We have 1 more round of that circuit. 15 seconds till we start. All right, starting back with those squats in 5. Set the feet, slight toe out, 2, 1, and begin. Control down, knees push wide. Beautiful. And third of 3 rounds, you want to look to maintain. We do have a little bit more work for the legs in the next round with some single leg work on the lunges. So keep that in mind. Keep some power in the legs to finish. Elbows push high as you lower. Good. Beautiful. That's our 30-second mark. You can always take a break there or slow it down a little bit as well. It can be a little bit more deliberate at the top, taking an extra breath, sinking down and stand. 45 seconds in. Whee! There you go. Up and down, maybe one more. 2, 1, rotate. Seated row or bent over row. You can also do this holding one weight. I'm going to hold it on each side. Soft bend those knees. Ready, begin. Reach forward, squeeze it back in. Nice. So this one, we want that head to be neutral, looking down towards your mat throughout. Keeping strong in that midsection. Sure those knees should not be locked out. So keeping that soft bend in the knees. Good, just under 10 seconds. 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Side shuffle, step overs, or some lateral hops. 2, 1, here we go. Excellent. Again, a nice bounce for the body if you're comfortable with it. You don't have to fully jump. You can also just lightly bounce your body. Really good for your lymphatic system. The lymphatic system supports our immune system, and we depend upon our skeletal muscle to work to help clear out the sewer system of our body, help to expel all the different toxins that we consume in our environments and oftentimes our food. 2, 1, rest. Woo! Swings, good mornings, or a deadlift. I'll stick with that deadlift demonstration. This time I'm gonna hold the weight right between the legs. Draw those shoulders back, soft bend the knees, and when you're ready, long spine. Hinging forward, squeeze and stand. Excellent, shoulders stacked right over top of those hips. Halfway through. Good, nice back position, Jean. Looks great, Diane. There you go, Sharon. Almost there, maybe 1 or 2 more. And take a rest. Good job, just the plank. Woo! Coming back down to the floor. Getting ready to go. And 2, 1, and begin. Keep those hips level to the shoulders. Our first priority here is not moving weight, but holding a nice, stable spine. If you feel like you have a lot of movement and you're moving that weight underneath your body, maybe just take it back a notch and hold that static plank. Otherwise, keep it rolling. Nice job. 10 more seconds. Great position, Sharon. Nice, ladies. And 3, 2, 1, all done there. Good job. Go ahead and stay on the ground. Drop those hips back in a child's position. Gonna take a moment to stretch a couple things here, and then we'll come on back up. So draw the hips back, lower the head down, and breathe into the back of the rib cage. Good. From there, walk your hands to one side. So side stretch from the child's position. So I'll walk my hands to the right side. Left hand reaches nice and long. Square the hips and lower back from there. Good. When you're ready, same thing other side. Walk the hands across. Right hand reaches long. Square those hips Send them back, lower the head down. And up from there. Good job. Turn those toes on. Now let's come into down dog as we make our way back up to the feet. Hips high. Head pushes between those arms. Stretch out those calves once more. And make your way all the way up from there. Great job. Go ahead and grab a drink of water as you make your way up. I just need to look at one thing real quick. Okay, got it. All right, so if you are comfortable with your lunging, you can go ahead and go right into it as we get started here. I'm going to show a skier step with a partial range of motion lunge on the first round. We're going to be doing 30 seconds on the left leg. We'll have a little break for either some step jacks, jump jacks, or just a full rest. Then we'll go 30 seconds on the other side. The last exercise, practicing a 3-point skier step. So what that's going to look like is you're going to step 1 foot behind you. You're going to reach for your front leg, stand tall, and then you switch sides. You step it back and behind, kind of like a little curtsy, reaching down and stand. So this will be technically our third exercise because we lunge on both legs. And that will be that last piece. All right. So we're going to start with the left leg. I want you to have your left leg forward. We're going to take the right leg. You're going to step the right leg back. So you can come all the way to the knee if you feel ready for that lunge, or just follow me here with this partial stance. Reach your right arm up and forward. And then from here, you're going to drive for that left. Drive the opposite leg up and drive the knee high. Good. Stepping it back and down. Option to lower that knee down. Drive that front leg. Drive the knee up. Excellent. 20 more seconds. Control. Drive tall. There you go. Hips level. Your choice on how far down you sink that leg. Beautiful. Coordinating those arms maybe one more time. Sink it back. Stand tall and rest. Good job. All right, from here, you can go step jacks. You can take that full rest in between legs or some jumping jacks. Good, 30 seconds here. And as always, if you want to change it up a little bit, second 15 seconds, you can go into a march or a running high knee. Beautiful. 10 more seconds. 2, 1, and rest. Okay, from here, you're going to keep your, I don't know if I said the right words, left foot forward, right foot forward this time, left foot steps back, left arm reaches up, and 2, 1, here we go. So option to bring the knee all the way down, or just a nice big giant step back. Back, take that knee down if you can. You should not have any pain in the front leg. Shin should be vertical, and that whole foot, including the heel, in contact with the ground on that lead leg. Excellent, good coordination of the arms. 1 or 2 more. And rest. Good. 3-point skier step next. So take a nice deep breath. Feet about hip width apart. We're going to start with your left leg. You're going to step behind the right foot. Take your left hand, reach for your right foot. Good. From there, you step it back to normal. Same thing other side. Step behind, bow down, and stand it out. Good job. So kind of working the brain, working the body with that little curtsy step. Front foot, that heel should be planted throughout. Good. And take another 15 seconds here. As you stand tall, squeeze the shoulders back, rotate those palms forward. Wonderful. Maybe one more on each side. Try to even give enough, the same number of touches to each side. That's what I'm trying to say. And rest there. Good. That's round 1. We're going to do it twice more. See if I can get the right and left accurate this time. So as we go back to the top, we're going to keep your left foot forward. You're going to step your right foot back. Option to come all the way to the knee. Right arm reaches up. 2, 1, here we go. Drive to that front heel. Propel yourself up and forward. Control it back and down. Good. Working that balance, working the strength on the single leg. Excellent. Watch that knee, Sharon. Don't let it shoot forward. Keep your step back long enough. Excellent. You want to make sure it's long enough that you have control. That shin is vertical. Last one. And rest. Good job. Step jacks, jump jacks. 30 seconds in between sides. There you go. Good. Feel free to add a little hop to it. Halfway through set 2. Good. 15 seconds till we are on that next leg. Takes me 15 seconds to figure out where I left off. So on this next round, you're going to have your right foot forward. Left foot's going to reach back. You'll start that left arm reaching up. Your choice if you want to come to the knee. 2, 1, here we go. Really push that front heel. Up and forward, back and down. So if you can time it so you exhale as you drive that knee up, lift the chest. Breathe in as you step back. Exhale, drive it up and forward. Good. Wonderful. Really pulling that front heel into the floor. Long reach, control the knee down. Maybe one more. Back and down. Drive it up and rest. Good job. Before we go into our 3-point touches, let's go ahead and circle the hips a little bit. We've done quite a bit of work with us today. And switch it up, circle them the other way. Wonderful. All right, from here, 3-point skier step, arms out to the side. You'll take your left foot, step behind the right foot. Your left hand reaches for that right foot. Good. Up and over, back and down. Move with control here more than speed. If you want to advance this, you can do it, put it into what's called a skier step or a skier balance, where that back leg doesn't step down, but it still reaches behind you, and then you bow forward and you balance on that one leg to reach for the foot. Woo. Definitely more challenging. Nice, Jean. Maybe one more on each side. You have 30 seconds till we start the next round. Good job. Let's grab a drink of water. And on this last round, if you would like to hold weights by Diane, have a great time with your grandson. If you'd like to hold weights, you can hold weight either at the sides of your arms or up underneath the chin. All right, 10 seconds. So you're going to start with that. Left foot forward and right foot's going to step back. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Controlling that knee back. Show from the side this time. And driving it up. If you're not holding weights and you're using the arms, when that right knee drives up, you want to have the left arm reaching forward. Good. Halfway. Long enough step. Shin is vertical. Knee is level. Good. Give me one more. Back and down. Up and forward. And shake it out. Good job. Last round of step jacks, jump jacks, or some running high knees. Here we go. Wonderful. Don't forget to smile. Remind your brain and your mind and your body that it's great to work out. Move the body. 2, 1, and rest. All right, last bit of lunges. You're gonna have your left foot, right foot forward. Left foot's gonna step back. All right, tall chest. And 2, 1, here we go. Control the knee down. Get that balance, drive it high. Nice. Great kick, Sharon. Woo. Drawing that abdomen in, pulling those shoulders back, stay nice and tall. Excellent. There you go, Jean. Drive it up. Let's go 2 more. Back and down, up and forward, back and down, and rest. Super. Alrighty. Instead of hip circles, You're gonna think about taking your hips into a figure 8. So you think of, just imagine kind of like trying to move your hips through like a figure 8. It's okay if you feel like you're doing it wrong, so do I. Just moving your hips in a little bit different orientation. You can kind of move the arms out to the side, feel like a little hula dancer. All right, just our 3-point step is left, and we have time for some nice cool down stretches. When you're ready, option either set the foot down or work on that balance. Lifting it up, long reach. Fantastic. Woo. And very good. Stay focused. One more on each side. And rest there. I know my balance is a little bit off by this point in the hour. Very good, everyone. All done with that portion. Let's go ahead and grab a drink. Awesome. We're going to stay on our feet for the first part of the cool down. I'm going to utilize this tree here. If you have a wall, a doorway, fence post, we're going to open up the chest. Bring that elbow right about shoulder height. Inside leg steps forward. I want you to first lean into the chest so you feel an opening in the front of the chest, in front of that shoulder on the side that you're anchoring down. And then turn away from the side that you're stretching. Reach the arm out, turn the head. Look over that shoulder. And as we're holding this stretch, we can circle that outstretched arm around. Let's go 3 circles backwards and 3 circles forwards. So just watch that you don't overarch the back. The ribs drawn down throughout. Good. When you're ready, switch directions. Bring the arms up and forward. Very good. And same thing on the other side. Inside leg steps forward. After you open up into that stretch, then you'll circle that arm 3 times through. Good, and then reverse directions when you're ready. Very good. From there, you can stay at your wall. I'm going to demo on this chair here. That's what I was grabbing. We're going to do a wall overhead stretch. This chair will work well. Also, I'm going to stand behind the wall or the chair. Ensure I'm drawn in here. Place the hands on the wall about shoulder height or at the back of the chair. From here, I'm walking my feet back, and I'm going to lower my chest between my arms, lower the head towards the ground. Nice stretch in that mid-back. Breathe in, and as you exhale, just think about lowering your chest a bit farther. 2 more cycles of breathing. And come up from there. Very good. Get that out of the way. And from there, let's go ahead and make our way down to the floor. Starting on hands and knees. All right, once we get down on the ground, we're going to walk the knees in so that they're touching, and we're going to do our quadruped hip rock. So pulling the belly button in, you're going to lower your hips to one side and then the other. Let's go about 3 times each side. Good. From here, we're going to go into a down dog, and then we're going to move into our pigeon with the seated twist. If anyone doesn't feel comfortable in pigeon, you can also roll onto your back and work that figure 4 stretch. Otherwise, wide handprint, turn the toes under, drive the hips high. Give some love to this down dog position first. Pull that chin into the chest, opening that mid back once again. And we're going to start with your right leg. So you're going to do a nice long extension through the hip first. You're going to reach that leg up, point the toe, drive it up and back. And then from there, swing the leg forward, square the hips and shoulders. Coming into pigeon. Draw the shoulders back. And just watch that you don't drop into the hips. So I want you to maintain a little bit of engagement through your body. I'm supporting my body through my upper, through the arms. And I'm just ever so gently rocking myself side to side, inviting that outer hip to open. If you want to come down onto your forearms, you can. We're going to spend about another 20 seconds here. Breathing into the back. The stretching should not be painful. Good. And then when you're ready, you're going to go ahead and sit onto the left hip, and you're going to swing that back leg around for a seated twist. Sit nice and tall and hug that right leg in. Left leg. We're all on the same side now. I get myself backwards sometimes, looking to mirror you all, and then it's like, what leg was that? All right, feel free to take that left hand, walk it behind you, hug that leg in a little bit farther. Turn your head, so you're also looking over that left shoulder. And let's hold this for 3 breaths. Sit tall on that inhale. Hold that length and rotate a bit more on the exhale. When you're ready, making your way back into down dog, and then it's going to be the left leg's turn. Turn those toes under, drive those hips high. Last time in down dog here. Chin to the chest, pushing between the arms. And when you're ready, left leg, stretch it out, point it tall, squeeze that glute, and then drive it forward. Breathing here, holding smooth. Option to lower it down onto the forearms if you'd like. You can also use a block in this position. Great time to close those eyes. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And then we'll make our way onto the left hip and swing the right leg around. Sit tall, hug the leg in. Good. When you're ready, right hand reaches behind, crawl those fingers around, work that left arm on the right thigh, turn the head. Breathe in, sit as tall as possible, exhale, rotate. Twice more. And release. All right, friends, let's go ahead and just finish up on our backs. Gradually lower yourself on down. Just take a moment here, draw the legs in. Feel free to go back to that double knee to chest, one of my favorites. And then from there, can make our way into happy baby. Elbows on the insides of the knees. Grab those outer shins or the bottoms of the feet if you can reach. Use those elbows to drive the knees wide, opening up the inner thighs. And then just gently rock yourself side to side, allowing the head to relax back. Nice deep breaths. You want to feel your body really relax in this position. Kind of feel like your nervous system shifts out of that work mode and more into relaxation mode. Good. From there, go ahead and extend the legs straight out. Bring the arms out to the side, palms up towards the ceiling. And just spend a little bit of time here flat on your back. Again, just feel your body to relax. Invite it to be nice and heavy against the ground. Kind of breathe into any areas that feel like they're still holding some tension. For me, it's like right between my shoulders. I'm going to exhale and just try to sink into that area. All right. I invite you to stay here as long as you'd like. Any other stretches that your body might be asking for? Did quite a bit of work on the thighs and the legs today, so make sure you keep those quads stretched out. Otherwise, have a great day. We'll be back here tomorrow, and we'll talk to you next time.